and welcome to Hersham Baptist Church Kids section. Over the last few weeks we've been asking some big questions like why are we here? And how can we know God? And who is God? This week's question is the world out of control? And the answer is God is in control and cares for the world and can bring good out even from the hard times for those who trust in him. So we have a 60-second challenge, don't we, Eva? Mm-hmm. We need you to find a book each. So we have books. And what we want you to do with the book is we want to put it on your head and we want you to balance it on your head. And then we want you to start walking around your house and see who can keep the book balanced on their head the longest. And no hands. Are you ready? Steady, go! Welcome back.
How long did you keep the book on your head? Was it harder than you thought? Did you feel in control of the book?
Today we're thinking about control and whether our world is out of control. Last week we talked about how God gave the earth to human beings to care for, but I wonder how good a job we are doing that. Have you seen any rubbish in the park lately? Has anyone you know been sick or poorly? Has anyone you know been mean to you? Have you seen any plastic floating in the rivers and the seas? Are you missing seeing your friends because of lockdown? I don't know about you, but I have seen all of these things and it makes me wonder whether the world is out of control. Sometimes it looks like we haven't done a very good job of loving God's world and each other at all, and it's all going wrong. But God has a plan, and his plans are always good. In the Bible, there was a man called Joseph, and Joseph had 11 brothers, and they didn't like him very much. They were very jealous of him, and they sent him away and sold him to some people who took him away to Egypt, where he had to work as a slave. And then things got worse and he was tricked and he got thrown into prison. I wonder whether Joseph felt like his world was out of control. But God had a plan, and Joseph loved God and he prayed to him. And God gave him dreams which enabled him to help other people. Joseph's dreams got him out of prison. Yay! Because he was able to warn Pharaoh. And the Pharaoh was like the king of Egypt. And he warned the Pharaoh that a very bad famine was going to come to Egypt. A famine is where people don't have enough food to eat. And so the Pharaoh gave Joseph the important job of making sure extra food was stored up over the next few years and ready to feed people when the famine came again. And it worked. And Joseph's brothers came to Egypt to look for food themselves, and Joseph was able to help them. And this is what Joseph said to his brothers and sisters at the end of the story in Genesis 50, verses 20 to 21. You planned to harm me, but God planned it for good. He planned to do what is now being done. He wanted to save many lives. So then, don't be afraid. I'll provide for you and your children. He calmed their fears and he spoke in a kind way to them. Wow! Well, what does this mean? Well, it means that sometimes bad stuff happens in the world and in our lives. And sometimes people are mean to us. Sometimes we mess up and sometimes we don't take care of our world. And we don't take care of it very well at all. But God loves the world and he is in control. And he has promised to take care of everyone who trusts in him. Just like Joseph, God took what his brothers meant. Just like Joseph said, God took what his brothers meant to hurt him and turned it into something which did lots and lots of good by saving many lives. So, is the world out of control? No, because God is in control and he cares for the world and can bring good out of even from the hard times for those who trust in him.